Okay.
Hey guys, it is November the 8th and I'm currently here trying to put together this voodoo doll that I've been making, taking pictures of the plushies. I went to the post office yesterday and got some prices. I can't show the other side because there's some addresses on there. I had to use some mock-up addresses. But this is kind of the price for the shipping. Shipping to like international, other than the United States. The United States is still North America. It's not going to happen, not unless I can get a box to put something in and try to find my own rates. But according to the post office, if I were to ship something this size to, say, the United Kingdom or Australia, you're looking at $400. I don't understand why. That seems like a stupid, unreasonable number for me. I may have to go and double check that somewhere else. But yeah, the whales and smaller, the voodoo dolls and stuff can all go with US small packet air. It's just under $20 with tracking and insurance and all that fun stuff. So these are kind of the prices that's gonna be put on with the prices that I want for these items and the shipping costs. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive than maybe some people would want to pay, and I completely understand that this is not going to be for everybody, but I do hope that there's somebody out there that would like to give this guy a home. This one right here, if it were to be sent to the United States, is going to be over $70 in shipping, which I would have to list it for like $130, $140 Canadian, which means the person in the States would be paying almost $100 US for this, but that also includes insurance and tracking and all that stuff. So it really depends how much you want something that's really handmade. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and you'll see what's on the Etsy shop anyway. The Etsy shop, the update's probably already happened before I even posted this video. So if you want to pop over, see what's left, if there's anything left, or it could be all still be there. I don't know what's gonna sell, but there's gonna be these. There's gonna be some keychains. There's going to be some coasters and mouse mats. I don't know if I'm going to get the new design up there or not, but we are definitely going to be having the crystal mouse mats on there and the coasters to match those. So they're definitely going to be there. And I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be able to make the other a lot of mouse mats, get those pictures taken, and get those put up on Etsy as well. So there's going to be a bit of a shop date this week. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Well, not stay tuned. It's going to be done before you even see this. So the 10th. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Thursday is the 10th. So I got to get cracking. So let's stop talking and let's go start taking some pictures. Oh, guys, I need to add, my pictures for these on Etsy are not that great. I promise you that the products are great quality. You can see them here. But I suck at taking pictures, so I apologize if the pictures over on Etsy aren't the greatest. But these are really nice. Okay, Steel's waving goodbye. Hey guys, so we're going to do a little bit of a voiceover here. I was going to do like the little screen writing on the bottom of the video, but I'm feeling a little bit better, so we're going to do a voiceover. So at the time that I recorded making the keychains here, I was pretty sick, had a head cold, a chest cold, or chest infection. It was not good. Couldn't breathe properly. It wasn't COVID. I'm pretty sure it was bronchitis. I got antibiotics and everything from the doctor. But anyway, I'm starting to feel a lot better. 3 weeks later, ended up with an ear infection after that. But it's all fine and dandy. So I wanted to record me making these keychains with the items that I received from bbcraft.com. They gave me these acrylic blanks a while ago, and I did do some keychains in a previous video if you want to check that out. But there is something else that I wanted to add to the keychains, and that's the little tassels that you saw me take out of the bag there, and they were sitting off to the side. So I thought that I would create some new keychains and add those little tassels to the keychains, just to add like a little something else to the item. You'll have to excuse my head here. I was under the weather while I was making these, so it kind of, I took a different approach to it than I would usually do, but they all worked out great in the end. I'm saying all, I only end up making 3 because I was feeling so miserable. And the vinyl that I was using was not working with me, as you'll see a little bit later in the video here. But the acrylic blanks from bbcraft.com are great if you're looking for something to make some acrylic keychains. I'll leave links and everything down below. These, like I said, were sent to me a while ago, but the tassels are new, and I'll have a link for those down at the bottom as well. They're really cute. They're a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be, but that's just because I just didn't you know, do the measurements in my head well, but they look really cute on the keychains, and they're actually really, I think, a nice quality. Like, I've never worked with those tassels before or anything like that, so to me, you know, looking at the quality of the item, it actually didn't seem too bad. It worked for what I needed it for, and they're actually not a bad price either. And with the ones that I have here on the table, they also come with other pieces in that kit where you can make lanyards, and there's some lobster claws and everything, and I think that's what they're called, lobster claws. But I can leave a link to the previous video where I did showcase them before, and you can kind of see what they look like. But again, I'll leave all the links down below, and you can kind of pop over to the website and see if there's anything there that tickles your fancy and would like to pick something up for yourself, whether it be the items that I'm using, or you might find something else there that that piques your interest, because they do have a ton of things over on their website, and they're constantly bringing in new stuff all the time. And yeah, so I really, like I said, really enjoyed working with the acrylic blanks and working with the tassels and everything. But I'll let you know what I thought of working with this, the vinyl that I purchased with my own money, by the way. I bought this out of my own money, and yeah. I'll let you guys hear what I have to say about the vinyl in the coming clips, but here I'm just attaching the key rings, which I purchased with my own money as well. These are ones that I had just laying around, and I thought in the end they turned out quite cute. So check out the links below. Thank you again so much to bbcraft.com for sending me the items. Without the items, obviously I wouldn't be able to make this stuff. So yeah, I think they turned out pretty cute. Alright guys, so after all of that, I only got 2 keychains. I got this one here, and I got this one here. I just couldn't continue working with vinyl. I do not recommend Casa vinyl. Not at all. It's so hard to weed out even this stuff right here. I tried a couple different colors and it all turned out to be the same. I can't do a whole lot of talking, and unfortunately my shop update's going to get cut short this week as well. I'm not feeling well. I've come down with something. It's not COVID, but I got 2 keychains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and work on this other voodoo doll I'm doing, maybe get it done later today. It's currently 2 o'clock, so I want to get this one done and get this one here put together, see if it's good enough to sell once I get it put together. One of them might be, maybe both, I'm not sure. And work on, this is the new coaster and mouse mat that I'm working on. So I'm hoping to get this done later today too. It's the 10th of November, and Jeremy has tomorrow and Thursday, tomorrow and Friday, and the weekend off. So if I can get this done tonight, if I'm feeling up for it, he's going to learn how to use the heat press and the sublimation printer tomorrow, and he's going to help me press the mouse mats and everything else that I need to get done. And then hopefully by the time you're seeing this on Saturday, the shop update has been done and everything is up for sale. So if you want, pop over and have a look, see what's left, see if if there's anything there that you want to purchase for yourself or for a Christmas gift for someone. There's plenty of time left within Canada and the United States, I believe, for Christmas shopping. So I'm going to stop talking because I'm losing my voice. But I hope you're liking the way this is turning out. And I hope you're liking some of the other stuff that I'm working on as well. And yeah, so hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with some more footage of getting these pressed onto the product. Hey guys, it is the, I think the 23rd or the 24th of November, something to that extent. I just wanted to show you guys what I crocheted over the weekend. I haven't been feeling well, and this is going on, I think, almost 2 weeks. Tuesday will be 2 weeks. This is what I did over the weekend past, which would have been the weekend of the 20th of November. I made these 3 octopus right here, and I have another pink one almost finished. And last weekend, the weekend before, I finished off these little voodoo dolls. I'm not really a fan of how I've got them stitched together, so these are probably going to be mine. I would like to be able to figure out how I can continue crocheting up with the body up into the head without having to sew them together. I really don't like this wobbly effect that's going on here, and I didn't sew it on very well, so I need to figure out how to get that a little bit better. But I do like the way they turn out in general. Like the overall, the way they look is kind of cute. These little octopus are stackable, which is really cute as well. But yeah, so I'm working on that. I'm working on a project off to the side down here, which I'll show you a little bit later when I get more of it done. It's a bigger project, and it's probably going to take me a little while to do because I don't know if he wants me to tell you this, but my husband is also trying to learn how to crochet this thing because he thought it was really neat, and he chose the worst color imaginable to learn how to crochet with, which is black. So I think he's secretly kicking himself in the ass for that. But if we can get them done, I know I'll get mine finished. I don't know if he's going to get his done. I hope he does. They're gonna look really cool, and I plan on making some in the future to sell. I've got my other stuff packaged up here. I haven't sold any of my crochet items whatsoever. I do have the 2 jellyfish back there, the seal, and this is a whale that I did. I don't know if I showed this on the last vlog that I did, but that's what he looks like. I got him squished a little bit into the package, but this room is just a mess. There's like stuff everywhere. I did the update on Etsy. Those keychains that I made, these right here, didn't get added because at that point in time I was getting sick. That was the Wednesday, and I didn't have the energy to post pictures or anything. And I did pick up some more yarn. So the white and the black right here, those are 2 new balls. And I got this right here. And yes, I do have a roll of toilet paper because I have a head cold and a chest cold, so need I say more. So this is one of the octopus that I have almost finished here, and I did buy this at my local store as well that sells a little bit of craft supplies, well, mostly wool and fabric and stuff like that, but it was like $6.79 a ball. Online on Yarn Canada or Canada Yarn or whatever it is a little bit more expensive than that. But I do plan on in the next couple of weeks doing a big order for some wool because I'm really enjoying the crocheting, and it's going to be a part of a Christmas gift. So I've asked for crocheting supplies for Christmas because I don't know what else to ask for. So I have been working on this diamond painting as well. I did most of this, not this weekend gone, but the weekend before while I was sat out on the couch. I've just been a little bit too miserable to do anything. I have to fix all these because they're all moving around. So that's where I am with that if you're interested. I'm not in a hurry to get these done. The company that actually sent me these kind of ghosted me after, so I won't be doing any more ads or anything for the company that sent me that. So as you can tell, if you've been following along for the past, I'm gonna say it's about 2 months now, I've been doing a lot of crocheting and a little less of drawing, and it's been creating a little bit of a problem, not only for my health, but also for the fact that I'm making myself behind on getting other things done, and other than having to create some kind of a schedule for myself when I can allow myself to sit down and enjoy crocheting. Maybe it just has to be like an evening thing so I can get other things done during the day. It's creating a little bit of havoc on my hands. So I thought I would talk a little bit about some of the things that I've done to help ease the pain in my hands. I'm not a doctor by any means, but this is just things that I've done for myself that, you know, could potentially help. I've only been implementing it over the past maybe 2 or 3 days. So I have noticed a bit of a difference in the hand that I'm holding the crochet hook with. And I kind of backpedaled a little bit on what I was doing to help my left hand, which is the hand that I'm holding the yarn with. So let me just tell you guys what I've done. So as you can tell, first off, the hook I'm using is different. You can see there I was moving my hand because my hand hurts. I'm using a different kind of a hook after using, let me backtrack a little bit. So I was making those little octopus that I was showing you on the shelf last weekend, and I noticed, well, there goes my camera. I noticed that because they were so small, and I was using a smaller hook, I was finding a lot of discomfort in my thumb on my hook holding hand because I was kind of trying to grip onto the little hook that I was using a bit too hard, and it was really hurting my hand. So when I went to Gander yesterday, I had to take Archer to the vet because he has an infected foot. That's a whole other story on its own. He's back to himself today, but it's been a week, I tell you, and it's currently Friday, so this started on Tuesday. But anyhow, I went to Walmart, and they actually have a nice little section there for crochet supplies. So I picked up this new hook, and I've only been using it since yesterday afternoon, and I have to tell you, there's a big difference. Even in just that little bit of time, there's a big difference on how my hand is feeling while I'm crocheting. That's my right hand, just to clarify that. I don't have any pains in the pad of my thumb. The rubber grip on the hook is very nice for holding on to, and because it's a bit bigger, I don't have to put as much force into my fingers to hold on to it, which in return doesn't hurt my wrist, and it just seems like it's a lot smoother for just crocheting with. And I'm actually going to get Jeremy. I've told him that I wanted crochet supplies for Christmas, so I'm going to tell him, I'm going to pick out a set for myself, that I want to get a whole set of every size of the crochet hooks with grips like this on them. If you're new to crocheting, or if you're thinking about getting into crochet, I would highly recommend you don't cheap yourself out on getting those really thin colored crochet hooks. They are very nice. I mean, if you don't have wrist pain, or if you don't, I don't want to say that I'm older because I'm still in my 30s, but as you get older, you know, your bones start having arthritis pain and issues, and I do have a little bit of tendonitis from having a data entry clerk job for a few years, and I had to use a computer quite a bit, so my fingers, my wrist, and my lower arms kind of took a beating, but I can feel it once in a while, so do yourself a favor and get yourself something that's ergonomic to work with. I still do use the hooks that I got from bbcraft.com. Don't get me wrong, I'm still using the bigger hooks, but when it comes to using the smaller ones, I don't think it's good for my hands. But like I said, if you don't have any issues with holding on to a smaller hook, I mean, feel free to use them, but just my little bit of advice that getting the bigger handled hooks would be more beneficial. And even if you want to look out for yourself in the long run, I mean, starting off with those would be great for your hands as well. Now, getting to the issues in my left hand from holding the string, I kind of have a bad grip on the wool, I guess, and I'm wrapping it around my pinky finger, and because I was crocheting for like 8 hours a day, I'm not gonna lie. Isn't this octopus so cute? I'm loving making those. Sorry to break my story here, but I just recently got an order for 10 of these, and I'm working on that right now. So I'm so glad I got that extra hook because it's helping my hands so much. But I really love doing these, and I potentially have another order for 4 more that I'm just waiting on confirmation from. So I'm actually going to add these to my Etsy shop eventually as well. Again, shipping to the States is going to be a little bit cheaper than shipping within Canada, but I think they'll be a great little piece to have for local craft fairs and expos and everything as well. But anyway, getting back to my left hand and things that maybe you might feel in yours when you're first starting out crocheting, is I'm finding because of having my pinky finger I'm going to say it's crooked over, bent over, and holding onto that string. My first knuckle there up from the palm of my hand hurts so bad that it's tender to the touch, and that's not a good thing. You don't want to wreck your joints, and I've been doing that. So what I've been trying to do is I'm trying to force myself to keep my pinky out straight. I look ridiculous. I look like one of those old ladies drinking the tea in the old British sitcoms and stuff, or the British shows, with my little pinky finger up. But it is actually helping. So if you can keep your finger straight and not have your finger crooked over or bent over for long extended periods of time, that will definitely help the pain in your hands. Stretching is very important. And my husband has even stressed that to me. He's like, yeah, you're crocheting a lot. You should be stretching your hands. It might seem stupid, but it's going to help you in the long run. So I have been stretching my hands before and after, and in between crocheting, I'm taking breaks, like after 20 minutes or so, and doing some hand stretches. And you can find a lot of that on YouTube. I'm not going to get into that, but it will definitely be helpful. And what I also found, that there's different ways that you can hold the string. So I started alleviating the pain off of my pinky finger and putting it onto my pointer finger, like I'm doing in the video here now. I'm just showing you how long, this is like real time me crocheting on how long it actually takes for me to get something done. But you can see how I have the string wrapped around my finger. Now that's also causing pain, because now I'm forcing myself to keep that finger up, and that's causing pain in my knuckle, which is going up and causing like tendonitis in my lower arm, which is not helping me at all. So what I'm trying to do is to relax my hand a little bit more. And I also tried another way of holding the string, where my pointer finger is actually holding on to the item, and I still have the string wrapped around my finger, and I'm trying to use that method to help reduce a little bit of stress on my fingers. So just be mindful of how you're holding your yarn, how you're holding your crochet hook. And I've watched quite a few videos, and I've also found out that acrylic yarn has a lot more stretch in it than cotton, if you're using cotton. So if you do have wrist problems or finger problems or what have you, and you're using cotton yarn, you're going to find a bit more strain on your fingers and your wrist, because there is no stretch. So you don't have a whole lot of leeway there to, maneuverability, if that's the word I'm looking for. But using the acrylic and the chunky wool that I've been using, that does have a little bit of stretch, a little bit of give, and clearly the bigger wool that you're going to use, you're going to find a lot easier on your fingers. But I find that I might not be able to use cotton because that there's no stretch there. Although I didn't really find my fingers when I was making that green octopus that I did, because that was cotton. But quite honestly, I didn't enjoy using that brand of cotton that I was using. I'm not saying it's all that way, but I found it very hard moving it around on the crochet hook and not breaking apart the yarn, if that makes sense. So I think I will stick with working with acrylic. I don't like how fuzzy it can get sometimes, but I think if I'm careful, my hands are really rough sometimes as well, and that doesn't really help with not hooking into the yarn. But if I take my time and I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, it doesn't get too frizzy. But if you're like holding it in your lap, or if you're holding it like on your chest if you're crocheting, sometimes I do that and I don't notice I'm doing it and I have to stop. But it can get a little bit fuzzy. I've tried to go in with a pair of scissors and kind of trim it down. I do have a lint sheep that you can roll over things and it takes off, when your clothing pills, and I've tried that as well, but it doesn't work as good. But because the acrylic yarn has a bit more stretch, it's a lot easier on my hands, so I think I'll have to stick with that for now, unless I can find a different kind of cotton that maybe does still have a little bit of stretch to it. So if you have any recommendations and you're in Canada of yarn that I can find here, I don't want to be buying things from the States because of the import fees and shipping and everything. It's a bit ridiculous, but I'm kind of thinking of using Yarn Canada. That, like I said, that's another thing that you can use if you're feeling pressure and pain in your hands, is to actually change the kind of yarn that you're using as well. So yeah, we're almost to the end of the video here. I don't have a big variety of things in this video because I have been sick the past couple of weeks, and like I had mentioned, my dog Archer ended up getting an infected foot on Tuesday, and I had to take him to the vet yesterday, which was Thursday, so he's just getting back to himself. He was very, very sick, not doing well. He was just wanting to sleep. So we had to take him in, and lo and behold, that he did have something going on with his knuckle on his back leg, kind of like in the nail bed kind of deal. But he's on antibiotics now, and some, I guess, painkillers. I think that's what they said they were. So he's on the mend. So he's back to his rambunctious self again today. So I didn't get a whole lot of time to film a whole lot of stuff in the past couple of weeks. So please forgive me for that. But hopefully the next video that I have, we're going to be trying out the ballpoint, not the ball. I keep calling it a ballpoint pen. The glass dip pen that I also received from bbcraft.com. And it's going to be a standalone video, hopefully, if I can get that sorted out. I love the faces on these octopuses. It's so cute. If I can get that figured out, we'll probably do some standalone illustrations with that, and I can use either my Copics or, you know, get some watercolor illustrations done in the next video, and then the video after that it'll be a vlog again. So I'm contemplating on doing Vlogmas. I don't know what to do. Maybe I might do like the 12 days leading up into Christmas and do like a vlog a day. I don't know what to do yet, but let me know if that's something that you guys would like to see. It would be more than just me doing crafting and stuff, because, you know, a lot of the things that I've been doing lately, it's kind of repetitive. But let me know what you think. If you want to see a Vlogmas, or do you want to see like a weekly Vlogmas and not daily, or something to that effect. And let me know if you're enjoying watching the little crochet videos and the new things I've been putting on. Your input is greatly appreciated, because it lets me know what you guys are enjoying watching. So yeah, I'm just finishing up this this piece here. I thought I would go ahead and show you guys how I embroidered the faces on the octopus as well. This is a free pattern. I don't know where I got it from. If I think about it, I'll put it down in the description of the video as well. A lot of the things that I'm making, except that big standalone project that I showed you guys that me and my husband are kind of working on, that is the only pattern that I've paid for. But I do have like 10 to 12 more in my shopping cart on Etsy. So maybe over Christmas I'll be asking for some patterns as gifts as well. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. If you made it to the end of the video, let me know what creative projects you've been working on this past week, and let me know if you've tried crocheting, and if not, why, and if you do crochet, let me know if you enjoy it. Alright guys, I'm going to head off and get some more stuff done here today, and I'll be back next week with a illustration video, hopefully, like I had mentioned. And yeah, enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.